Alright, Dad, so here's your macros homework. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, so I think I got you down to step 4 here with the reorder macro. So this first part I'll just do again to make sure you get it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up a VBA editor box like this and then put this code in here. And so normally your instructions say to use it from the developer tab like I have right here. I'm just going to assume you don't have this because it was being weird the other day when I was helping you. The Visual Basic button looks like that and it has the macros, but honestly you don't need that developer tab. You can just go up to the top here, go to Tools, go down to Macro, and go down to Visual Basic Editor. Click that. Okay, so this box will open up when you do that. And if you notice, mine doesn't have the code here, and if yours shows that, here's how you make it pop up. So you go over here to this button. It says View Code. If you hover over it, just click it, boom, and there's the box that shows up. Okay, and so what you're going to do is you're just going to type word for word this code right here, which I'll just do for the heck of it. Okay, so sub reorder, and enter. So once you hit enter, it'll give you an end sub, so it completes these. So when you're coding, there's always you code in pairs, is what it's called, and so this sub is paired with the end sub. You always start a sub and you always end a sub. You always start a code and you always end a code. Okay, so I'm gonna hit enter again. Just give some space. The number of times you hit enter shouldn't matter when you're coding. Okay, so it says on your instructions it has this green. I'll show you right here. This green lettering right here. There's an apostrophe right there. You may not have caught that. I'm pretty sure that's what they want. And so it just wants reorder macro. Enter. Boom. And so that apostrophe you really need to have there, because basically it says to your code editor that, hey, ignore this. This is just for my notes only. Okay. And so again, code is very touchy, so you have to do it exactly as it says. And so it has another apostrophe below it. Actually, there's another one here too. And notice how they turn green. And when they turn colors, that makes you happy. It actually has one up here too. Okay, so that's good. When colors happen, that's what we want. Okay, so the first part of this is range, and I'll just go ahead and type this. So you can even hit tab. Tab shouldn't change it. So I hit tab. I'm going to type in range, just as it says. And I'm going to go like this. Notice how right here it just showed this formula popped up underneath when I hit that first quotation. That's good. That's a good sign. That shows that you're typing it in correctly. And so I'll just finish this off. And it says dot select. Okay. So, and I'm going to hit enter. So basically what this code is saying is we're going to look at this range from E4 to E39 on your Excel sheet. Okay, so it's going to look at this column here, E4 to all the way down to E39 to right there. Okay, so it's going to look at just that column from there down to the bottom. And then it's going to say dot select means it's going to select those values. So the code, this is how you read code language. This first part right here says, this is what I want, and then this is what I want to do with what I want. I want to select it. Okay. The next part is, I'll go ahead and type the next part. Selection dot format conditions dot add. Let's see here. Let me pause for a second. All right, Dad. So anyways, I typed in the rest of this up to here. Make sure that when you do this, that you do put that underscore after Okay, I went ahead and went back and capitalized all these, so it's exactly like it shows in your instructions. And so if you want to pause and copy to make sure you've got this far, you can do that. Just remember to put in that underscore also, because if you don't, this is what happens. This red pops up. That's not right. So make sure you put an underscore right there. Okay, so we're going to continue this code here. Selection.format condition, parentheses, and it says selection.format conditions. Selection.format conditions. Count. Set first priority. Set first priority. Oh, we can widen this box a little bit so you can see the rest of the code. Priority. So we're going to continue up here. Make sure that there's no space here, because your instructions have a space here, but that's wrong. See, if I hit it, boom, this is what happens, error. So that's not right. And then even highlighted where it doesn't like it, so make sure there's no space there. Okay, so then hit enter. The next part, we're going to do a with. So with, and then space, and hit selection dot format condition one dot interior. Enter. Notice how after I hit enter, this width turned blue. So that's a good sign. You want colors, good colors. Red colors, when it turns red, you don't want that. Okay. And so it says hit tab because it's a little indented. And I can't read this picture. It says, I think it says period dot or dot pattern color index equals XL automatic, XL automatic. Hit enter, boom. It automatically does those spaces. Okay, so that's a good sign. Next, period theme color equals XL theme. Oops. Theme color accent 3. Enter, boom, spaces again. And I don't think this part you need to worry about capitalizing, so I'm going to try this next one without capitalizing, see if it makes a difference. Different code is sensitive in different ways. Tint and shade equals point. Oh my gosh, 3999 450 666 82 94 3 82 94 3. Enter. Yeah, see, it doesn't even matter as long as it'll correct itself as you go. Okay, let's drop this down so you can see more. Okay, and then we're gonna hit backspace and we're gonna type end width and then hit enter, and boom, that turned blue. So this is code. So width and end width, that's a code, so it pairs. Okay, just like sub and end sub, those are codes. So you just wrote your first official code. Okay, and then outside of this code, we're gonna run another command: selection dot format conditions one stop if true equals false. Hit enter. Boom. Notice how it all capitalized after hit enter, and this turned blue. So that's a good sign. All right, so that's what your reorder macro should look like after you type it.